All right, students, let's go ahead and now start the next chapter. The next chapter is payment of tax. Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. Let's take a quick linking. We started learning GST with goods or service. Goods or service has to be supplied. Supply can be either interstate supply or intrastate. Interstate supply, IGST, intrastate, intra CGST will be levied. Once GST is imposed or levied, GST has to be collected and paid by a taxable person. How will you collect and pay? You will calculate GST is equal to value of supply into rate of tax. Once you calculate, what will you do, everyone? You will raise the tax invoice, credit note, debit note, and delivery challan. And now, everyone, you will send the goods by e-way bill. Now, what will happen, everyone? Now your liability to pay GST will come. It comes at the time of supply. You will go ahead and use your input tax credit, and then remaining amount you will make the payment. So listen, your liability, you use the credit, and remaining amount you make the payment. So Baba, let's go ahead and now understand, okay, sir, how does this process of liability, input tax credit setting off, and then the payment ka process works? Everyone, please come to the chart of payment of tax. Everyone over here. Before I go ahead and tell you about the payment of tax ka chart, I want to go ahead and first talk about it over here. Everyone, listen to me very carefully. Whenever a person becomes liable, whenever a person will become liable for registration, whenever a person becomes liable for registration, he will go online to where gst.gov.in, and sir, he will go ahead and apply for registration. Once he is granted registration, he becomes a registered person. The portal opens 3 accounts for him. The portal opens how many accounts, everyone? 3 accounts. And the 3 accounts are known as a liability ledger, E credit ledger, E cash ledger. What are the 3 ledger? Baba, people. Once a person goes online and takes registration, portal opens 3 accounts. One is E liability, one is E credit, and one is E cash ledger. What is a liability ledger? Where all your liabilities will be recorded. Ledger, right, everyone? So it will have one debit, it will have one credit. This will have one credit. This will have one debit. This will also have one credit. This will also have one debit. Everyone over here now. In the e-liability ledger, whatever is your liability towards the government will be debited, right, everyone? For an example, in your return, you self-assessed that, sir, in my return, I self-assess that, sir, I have to go ahead and pay you tax of 10 lakh rupees. So, Baba, that 10 lakh will sit over here. Immediately, when I am filing my monthly return, if I tell my liability is 10 lakh rupees, sales is this much, liability is 10 lakh. Okay, everyone, that will come and sit over here. Can we go ahead? Then, sir, might be the proper officer caught me. I was doing something wrong. And he told, hey, demand order, take. You have to pay this much amount. Are we clear? Demand order, may proper officer asked me 5 lakh rupees. Might be because I did not pay all the taxes on time, there is some interest which is there. And might be there is an interest amount of 1 lakh rupees which I am liable to pay to the government. So this is my complete liability. Yes or no? How will I pay the liability? First, I will use my credit ledger. Then I will use my cash and make the payment. Yes, everyone, can I go ahead? Now listen to me very carefully. In your credit ledger, how the money comes? People over here, in your credit ledger, how the money comes? When you are going ahead and filing your GSTR 3B, you will tell, sir, give me the credit. Yes or no? You will tell in your GSTR 3B, sir, in my GSTR 2B, 1 lakh is appearing or 8 lakh is appearing. So that amount you will go ahead and ask in your GSTR. Baba, supply shown in GSTR 1, it came in your GSTR 2B. When you are filing your return, ask for it. You ask for it. So Baba, self-assessed, whatever is the input tax credit, that will come in your credit ledger, yes or no? In your return, you went ahead and told that, sir, self-assessed ITC supposedly 8 lakh rupees. Sir, in my GSTR 2B, how much is appearing? 8 lakh. And you went ahead and told 8 lakh rupees. Government will give you the credit. What will you do with the 8 lakh? You transfer it to your e-liability ledger, 8 lakh over here. Yes, everyone. And this will come from here to here. It will come from credit ledger. How much? 8 lakh rupees. How much is the remaining amount payable? 8 lakhs. So what will you do? You will deposit through your net banking, NEFT, RTGS, etc. Say you will deposit the money in your see, bank say money you transfer in your eCash ledger. How much you need? How much you need? So transfer the money in your eCash ledger. Use this 8 lakh rupees over here, 0. and from here the money will get transferred to here, and it will show over here e-cash ledger say 8 lakh came and the liability got set off. Whatever is your liability, it will come over here. You will go ahead and use your credit. Remaining amount you will pay in your cash. Are we clear, everyone? This is what is the chapter of payment of tax. Everyone over here. Taxable person became liable or voluntarily, if you go online and take registration, then Baba on the gst.gov.in, 3 accounts gets opened automatically. What are the 3 accounts, everyone? The first is e-liability ledger. E-liability ledger is maintained as per rule number 85. Okay, let it be. We are not bothered about it. We are bothered about e-liability ledger. Are we clear, everyone? Then the next one is e-credit ledger is maintained as per rule number 86 and the format is PMT02. Okay, let it be. Everyone over here now. E-cash ledger is as per rule number 87 and format is as per PMT05. What will be the format of e-cash ledger? Means what are the details that will be recorded in the e-cash ledger. Okay, sir, let it be. Now, everyone, in the e-liability ledger, debit, credit. Here, first credit and then debit. First credit and then debit. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, in your exam, they can go ahead and ask you, what are the things debited in the e-cash ledger? What are the things that are credited in the e-credit ledger? So you should remember this little point. Are we clear, everyone? Now, everyone over here, what are the things that will be debited? All the liabilities will be debited. First of all, liability. Then you will use credit and cash. Everyone, as per your return fund is, as per the return fund is by the taxable person, whatever you self-assess, that will be debited. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then I self-assess 10 lakh debited. Can I go ahead? Or as determined by the proper officer in any proceedings or as ascertained by the said person. Means, supposingly, proper officer caught you and he told, hey, you have to pay 5 lakh. Or might be you yourself went ahead and told, sir, by mistake, I had taken 5 lakh, I am liable to pay. So that amount also will come over here. Are we clear, everyone? Or interest that may accrue, supposingly 1 lakh rupees ka interest. Can I go ahead, everyone? So it is 1 lakh rupees ka interest I went ahead and told. Is everyone clear till here? Can we go ahead? So how much is my liability, everyone? 16 lakh. First, what will I use? E-credit and then e-cash. So credited will be from e-credit and then it from e-cash. Always remember this one point, everyone. If you have to pay any TDS under GST, TCS under GST, all these are CA final, TDS, TCS. Okay? Still, remember, TDS under GST, TCS under GST, any reverse charge me if you have to pay tax, composition tax, interest, penalty, late fee, or IPLO means interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount. Remember, TIPLO, tax, interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount. Wherever you see no tip, it is tax, interest, penalty. Wherever you see TIPLO, it is tax, interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount. Wherever you see IPLO, interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount. Can I go ahead, everyone? Always remember one thing. Whenever you have to pay TDS amount, TCS amount, TDS, TCS, any RCM ka liability, composition ka tax, 1%, 1%, 5%, 6%. You remember? Always you have to pay through cash. And interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount always has to be paid using your cash ledger. You can't use your credit ledger. Remember, this amount always you have to pay through your e-cash ledger. Are we all 100% clear? Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, sir, tell me one thing. How will I go ahead and discharge my liability? What am I supposed to discharge first? Always remember, previous month ka whatever self-assessed dues were there, tax and dues. Dues means previous month ka whatever tax was due, tax, and dues means interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount. Dues means interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount relating to previous tax period, means your previous month. Then, sir, dues and returns of the previous tax period. Then, self-assessed tax and dues relating to return of the current tax period ka liability you pay. Then, sir, any other amount payable under this act, including demand. Any demand order, if officer has gone ahead and raised, or any amount you are liable to pay, you can pay. So, can you tell me what is the order in which you will go ahead and pay always? Everyone, self-assessed tax or dues of preceding period, then current, then any other amount which is payable, including any demand, has to be paid. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Are we all clear with e-credit, e-liability ledger, everyone? Everyone over here, listen to me very carefully. What is e-credit ledger? E-credit ledger mein whatever you tell in your return will be credited. For an example, you told 8 lakh rupees, sir, is appearing in my GST to be, please give me the credit. It will come in your e-credit ledger. Now, sir, what will you do it? Always remember, you can use it to make payment of your output tax. Baba, listen. When I pay to someone, I pay tax. He gives it to government and I get the credit of tax. And tax can be used to pay only tax. Can I go ahead, everyone? Input tax credit can be used to pay only your sales pay output tax liability. Are we clear, everyone? Now, next it says manner of utilization. Very, very important from exam point of view. Don't forget. Sir, I have to pay output tax. I have input tax. If you have input tax rate of IGST, always use your IGST to pay always IGST. Sir, then use your IGST to pay CGST or SGST in any manner, any proportion you can use. Then, sir, your IGST should be completely used. Then you touch what? CGST. Use your CGST to pay CGST. Then you can use your CGST to pay IGST. Then, sir, SGST to pay SGST. And then SGST to pay IGST. Remember, C to S or S to C is never possible. Are we clear with everyone? Please, please practice this and go at home. Very, very important from exam point of view. Everyone over here, IGST should be used for IGST first, then IGST should be used for CGST or SGST. Baba, if you are registered in a UT, then you will not have SGST, you will have UTGST. Or any order, any proportion, IGST should be exhausted. Then you will use your input tax rate of what? CGST to pay what? CGST and then IGST, SGST or UTGST. If you are registered in state, you will have SGST. If you are registered in UT, you will have UTGST. Use it to pay your SGST or UTGST, then use for IGST. C to S or S to C is never possible. Is my point 100% clear? People, please practice one question on this and go 100% it will come in the exam. 100%. First question which you will see, there you will need this. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here, please come to the next one. Sir, people, what did I tell you? First of all, liability ledger mein liability recorded, used your credit. Correct, everyone? Now, after going ahead and using your 8 lakh rupees, the remaining amount which is to be paid, what will you do? The remaining what you have to pay, first you have to deposit in your eCash ledger and then use your eCash ledger. Everyone, how to deposit in your eCash ledger? First you have to go online and generate a challan, which is GST PMT 06, and the challan is valid on the portal for how many days? 15 days. Baba, challan generated, you will get one CPIN. Do you guys remember in the class we had generated the challan? Yes or no? Yes, sir. CPIN gets generated, common portal identification number, which is a 14-digit ka number. Are we clear? Now, once the CPIN is generated, you will make the payment. Now, making the payment, sir, whatever commission will come, no bank ka commission, etc., you only have to be here. Government will not be here. Are we clear? Now, sir, what are the various modes of payment? You can use your net banking. You can use your debit card, credit card, NEFT, RTGS, or you can pay in cash, check, or DD also. But remember, that is over the counter. Maximum, how much, everyone? 10,000 by cash, check, or DD per challan per tax period. Amendment, everyone. Now you can use your IMPS or UPI mode also. Can I go ahead, everyone? UPI or IMPS mode also can be used. Amendment for your May 23. Everyone over here. Once you go ahead and use the mode of payment and make the payment online, now what will happen? The amount will be credited to the government account. The day amount gets credited to the government account, that day will be your deposit of tax credit. For an example, I gave a check today. Tomorrow the check got cleared and the amount went to government account. Which date will be deposit of tax? Tomorrow. Are we clear, everyone? Once the money gets credited to the government account, your SIN gets generated. Everyone, once the SIN is generated, what is SIN, everyone? Challan. Identification number. And SIN is nothing other than that CPIN, which was 14 digit, plus 4 digit, your bank code will be added and the amount gets credited to your e-cash ledger. Are we all 100% clear? So everyone listen. Every deposit made towards tax, interest, penalty, late fee or what is TIPLO? Tax, interest, penalty, late fee or any other amount. Sir, you deposited, now use it to make the payment of your. You can use it to make the payment of your TIPLO only, tax, interest, penalty, late fee or any other amount. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, supposingly you are an unregistered person caught by the officer and you are telling, officer telling, hey, you have to pay tax. You are telling, I'm not registered only. How will I pay? Then they will go ahead and give you one temporary identification number and on the basis of that, you can make the payment. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I want to go ahead and talk this point with the help of a small challan. I will go ahead and present. 1 minute. People over here now, listen. Now, everyone listen to me very carefully. Always remember, if you have a output tax liability, if you have a output tax liability of CGST tax, deposit in the CGST tax. If you have a liability of interest, CGST ka interest, then you should always make a deposit when you are generating a challan. You should always deposit in the interest. Are we clear, everyone? Now, supposingly, I had to go ahead and deposit in the IGST supposingly 6886, but by mistake I deposited here. When I was generating the challan, by mistake I deposited. You know what used to happen earlier? You have to go to the department. You have to go to the department, tell the officer, sir, please give me a refund from where I have deposited by mistake, and then you used to go ahead and deposit freshly over here. Are you guys able to understand? Then it was a trouble only, no? Go to the department, take a refund, taking refund from the department, and then depositing freshly. So many days money is stuck. So now government went ahead and gave one option, which government went ahead and gave long back, that sir, listen, what are the major head of tax? CGST, IGST, cess, SGST, and if you are in UTGST. There are five major. Five major has, every major has five minors. Every major has how many kids? 5 kids. Sir, these are known as minor head. Every major head has tax, interest, penalty, late fee or any tiplo. Yes, everyone. Every major has how many minor head? 5 minor head. Can I go ahead, everyone? Remember always, what are the major head of tax? 5 major head of tax, and every major has 5 minor. Are we clear, everyone? Now listen to me very carefully. By mistake, I went ahead and deposited the tax over here. I want to transfer here, here, wherever you want to transfer. You can transfer. You can use now what? GST PMT09. Everyone, that is the next point over here, that registered person may transfer the tax, interest, penalty, fees, or any other amount from the e-cash ledger to the e-cash ledger of IGST, CGST, SGST, UTGST. Says you have to use just form GST PMT09. Can we go ahead, everyone? The next one over here, this amendment, I'll talk in the amendment later. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, please come down, everyone. Remember, when you are transferring from this head, for an example, listen. Now, earlier what used to happen, if you had to transfer from here to here, for an example, then you had to take a refund, and here you have to deposit, correct? Now, what government is telling is, when you transfer from here to here, no, we will assume that from here we gave you a refund to you, and you have deposited over here. So they are going ahead and telling, such transfer from e-cash ledger shall be deemed to be a refund, and such transfer to e-cash ledger shall be deemed to be a deposit. So I have some money lying in the e-cash ledger. Can I take a refund? Yes, Baba, please go ahead and take a refund. Section number 54 in your CA final will come, wherein basically you can go ahead and file a form and take the refund. Are we clear, everyone? My fund with the government, I'll take it back. Everyone over here now, listen. Greens I am leaving. I'll talk about it together at the last along with amendment. Can I go ahead, everyone? If you come to the right hand side, people, how much tax can you deposit using your cash, check or DD over the counter? This 10,000 restriction is not applicable for whom? Restriction of 10,000 over the counter is not applicable in the following case. This cases may restriction of 10,000 over the counter is not applicable. Restriction of 10,000 over the counter is not applicable. When? On deposits which are made by government department. Government is selling my people only. What black money they will use? My department, no problem. They can deposit more than 10,000, or any other deposit by person who is notified by the commissioner also can deposit more than 10,000. Hi, Ramesh. Tell no hi. Chalo, everyone over here. Then, restriction of 10,000 over the counter is not applicable on deposits which are made by proper officer or any other officer who has been authorized to recover outstanding due from a person, including recovery made through attachment, sale of movable and immovable property. For example, Ramesh over here, not me, Ramesh over here, he did not go ahead and pay his taxes. Officer came, did the recovery by selling his properties, etc. of that taxes. Now that recovery which is done, if supposingly officer got cash, can he go ahead and deposit more than 10,000? Yes, Baba, more than 10,000 can be deposited. Now, sir, if deposits are made by proper officer or other officer authorized for collection of amount during investigation, enforcement activity, or any ad hoc deposit. Supposingly officer came to your premises for an investigation and they found 1 crore rupees cash. He will take and go home? No, they can go ahead and deposit in the e-cash ledger more than 10,000 also. Baba, 3 marks, 11 small question can be asked. Please be careful. Everyone over here, please come down, everyone. You know what? In your e-credit ledger, whatever amount is there, if the commissioner wants, he can go ahead and block that credit. For an example, you told your friend, hey, give me one bogus invoice. No, see, you did not buy anything. You took one invoice and you took the credit. Government is telling in such scenario, if the officer has a doubt on you, whatever credit you have can be blocked. Our rule number 86A says, condition of use of the amount available in the e-credit ledger. What are the cases when the amount in the e-credit ledger condition of use means they can go ahead and block also. Everyone, commissioner or officer authorized by him, any commissioner means commissioner, okay everyone, commissioner or the person who is authorized by the commissioner has reason to believe that the ITC availed in the e-credit ledger, I have taken the credit, has been fraudulently, no invoice, taken the credit. Are you guys able to understand? Bought one invoice from someone and took the credit. Are you guys able to understand? So they are taken telling if it is availed fraudulently or you are ineligible but still you took it, then what commissioner or officer authorized can do? He may not allow the debit of such amount equal to the credit in the e-credit ledger for discharge of the liability. You have to pay output tax liability. He will tell you you can't use. He will block your credit. Or for claiming of any refund, you are telling, hey, I will claim a refund. He's telling, hey, refund and all, nothing, you will not get. Can I go ahead, everyone? He will not give you refund also. He will not allow you to take a, use the credit to your, pay your output tax liability also. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, sir, what can be the reason for blocking the credit? Exam, they can go ahead and ask you, please be very careful. Sir, what are the reasons that they can go ahead and block the credit? Input tax credit on the basis of non-existent supplier. Officer went ahead and checked one supplier. I took credit on the basis of Sham and Kauka invoice. Officer went to his premises. He's not there only. Sham ran off, taking all the, he issued the invoices, took all the money and he ran off. He's not there only. Then government is selling, or he's not conducting business from declared place of business. My supplier is not conducting business from declared place of business. He's not there only. Then officer is telling Ramesh, whatever credit you took will be blocked. ITC without receipt of goods. Hey, you should take the credit only when you receive the good service. Without receipt you took, it will be blocked. ITC on the basis of document with respect to which tax is not paid to the government. My supplier should pay the tax. Arre condition. Supplier should pay the tax to the government. He did not pay the tax. Next, recipient not. Officer is telling Ramesh Soni, when we are going ahead and checking online, Ramesh Soni classes is there. But when we are going ahead and checking his premises, in premises, there is no Ramesh Soni classes only. Are you getting my point? That time, if recipient is not existing or not conducting business from declared place of business, which I told in the registration certificate, then they can go ahead and block my credit. They will tell, hey, let's block his credit now. He'll come running. Yes or no, everyone? Then ITC without, hey, you should take that credit on the basis of birds. Yes, if you don't have the document and you, which is prescribed under rule number 36. Hey, rule number 36, birds. Without document, if you take the credit will be blocked. The next one, so now you go to officer, please unblock my credit, let me use it. Commissioner or officer authorized, if satisfied that condition for disallowing is no longer existing, you went to the officer and told, sir, I just closed down my business, I transferred my premises, I was about to file for amendment of registration and shift my, and change my address. Are we clear? If you go ahead and talk to the officer, officer will go ahead and allow such debit. But the restriction maximum, he can do it for 1 year. Are we all clear with this point? I believe at intermediate level, good question can be asked. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now listen to me very carefully. The next one over here is rule number 86B. Government went ahead and told restriction on use of the credit in the e-credit ledger. Everyone listen to me very carefully. You know what? Government went ahead and told Ramesh, you can use your credit only 99%. 1% you have to pay in cash only. Government went ahead and imposed this condition saying 1% you have to pay in cash only. So government went ahead and told if you are a registered person whose value of taxable supply excluding exempt supply and zero rated supply. Sir, as of now, zero rated supply at intermediate level, you can understand when you export, no, on that tax payable is zero. And so it is known as a zero rated supply. Are we clear, everyone? So if you are making, for an example, I will go ahead and tell you, my total turnover is 1 crore. My exempt supply is 20 lakh and my zero rated supply is 40 lakh rupees. Can you tell me what is my turnover? Sir, taxable supply ka turnover is how much? 40 lakh, no? Hey, 60 lakh gone. How much is the remaining? 40 lakh, no? It means, is it crossing 50 lakh? For me, that condition is not applicable. 86B is applicable when your value of taxable supply in a month is greater than 50 lakh, then he shall not use the e-credit ledger in excess of 99%, means at least 1% you have to pay in cash. So supposingly, this is 20 lakh over here. Can you tell me my taxable supply? 60 lakh, correct or not? Yes or no, everyone? Hey, 20 minus 20 gone, 60 lakh. On this 60 lakh, whatever is the tax payable, supposingly I have to pay tax of 10 lakh rupees. Then 10 lakh into 99%, I can use my e-credit ledger. This into 1% I have to pay through my e-cash ledger. Are we clear, everyone? Now they are going ahead and telling over here. Now, I told, sir, this you are doing for whom? Government told people are fraud. For frauds, I'm doing this. Okay. I told, sir, I'm not a fraud. Government told, okay, you prove that you are not a fraud. We will go ahead and tell you, you can pay 100% through your credit ledger. Are we clear? So this restriction is not applicable if you are a registered person, or you are a proprietor, or you are a karta or managing director, or any two partners, whole-time director or member of managing committee of association or board of trustee have paid how much? More than 1 lakh income tax in the last 2 financial years. So if I am, do you think I'm a fraud? If I'm paying income tax of more than 1 lakh in the last 2 financial years, government is telling, then for you, this restriction is not applicable. Are we clear, everyone? Second point, registered person has received a refund of greater than 1 lakh in the preceding financial year on account of unutilized ITC. Baba, this point which is there, no, you don't have to remember. It's okay. Section number 54, you don't have to remember. So if I have got a refund from the government, more than 1 lakh, ITC ka refund is generally not given. Two circumstances it is given. CA final, I'll talk. Okay, everyone? Now, whatever ITC ka refund is there, you got more than 1 lakh rupees ITC refund in the last year. That means when they are giving you refund, department would have already checked, no, while giving the refund. It means you are a verified person. Are we clear, everyone? And hence, they are telling for you also restriction is not applicable if you have taken refund of more than 1 lakh in the last preceding financial year. Can I go ahead, everyone? The, number one, if I paid income tax of more than 1 lakh in the last 2 years. Number two, if I have received a refund of more than 1 lakh in the last year, preceding financial year. Or, sir, supposingly, tell me one thing, everyone. My turnover, I'm in the month of, for an example, I'm in the month of July over here. Okay, everyone? I am telling I'm in the month of July. April, May, June. Okay, April, May, June. Okay, everyone? My turnover over here was 60 lakh. Here it was 60 lakh. Here it was 60 lakh. Here it was 60 lakh. Think 60 only. I am taking one. You want different figure? Then also it is fine. Okay? Now 60 lakh may, for an example, my tax payable, GST payable was 10 lakh, 10 lakh, 10 lakh, 10 lakh. Okay, everyone, can you tell me how much is the GST payable? 40 lakh. 40 lakh may, how much I have to pay in cash? 1% is how much? 440 or 4 lakh? 40,000. Take out your calculator whenever in doubt. Everyone over here. Now 40,000 you have to pay in cash. For an example, in the first month, April, I already paid 20,000. Here I had already paid in cash. In cash, I had already paid 20,000. Here I had already paid, for an example, 5,000. It means how much is already paid in cash? I have already paid, means till date, I should pay only 40 in cash. But I have already paid more than 40 in cash. So tell me one thing, in the month of July, do I have to pay anything in cash? Not required. Not required. That's all they are telling. They are telling over here, sir, registered person has discharged output tax liability in e-cash ledger greater than 1% of the output tax liability cumulatively up to the said month, then this restriction will not be applicable. And the last one is, government is telling, my people, I will not doubt. Government department, public sector undertaking, local authority or statutory body, this condition is not applicable. Is my point 100% clear? Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, everyone over here, please come to your amendments. Please come to your amendments. We'll cover payments of taxes ka amendments, everyone. Please come to amendments. Everyone, now let's do the amendment for the chapter of payment of tax. Please come to the amendment for the chapter of payment of tax. Listen, section number 49 is your payment of tax ka chapter. In that, they have gone ahead and told section number 49.1 may, when you read section number 49.1, section number 49.1, it says, sir, you can deposit your tax by net banking, and credit card, debit card, NEFT, RTGS, and there it was told that such other mode as may be prescribed. Are we clear, everyone? And prescribed is in rule number 87. And when you go ahead and read rule number 87, now there are two new modes of payment of tax has been introduced. So when you have to deposit the money in your e-cash ledger, how will you deposit? Sir, you can use your net banking. Correct, everyone? Now you can use your unified payment interface, that is UPI is also allowed. Sir, IMPS, immediate payment services, IMPS is also allowed. So now remember for your exam. Remember, for your exam, if they go ahead and tell you what are the modes of payment, you have to go ahead and write all of this over here. Net banking, UPI, IMPS, credit card, debit card, NEFT and RTGS. And over the counter, how much everyone? 10,000 per tax period per challan. Can I go ahead, everyone? Remember this. UPI is also a mode which is allowed now. And you know what? Whenever you go ahead and generate, whenever you go ahead online and you make the payment through NEFT, RTGS, or you go ahead and use IMPS, the challan which will be generated, no, along with the challan, one mandate also gets generated. Mandate also gets generated, and they are going ahead and telling for IMPS payment also, when you go ahead and make the payment through net banking or RTGS or IMPS, then along with the challan, one mandate will get generated. That's all. Are we clear, everyone? This is the amendment with respect to rule number 87. Can I go ahead, everyone? People, see here. When you go ahead and generate one, you go ahead and generate one challan, no, payment challan. Along with the challan, if you go ahead and see down, they will go ahead and generate one mandate also. So basically, whenever you go ahead and use NEFT, RTGS, etc., one mandate also gets generated like this. Are we clear, everyone? So they are going ahead and telling with the IMPS mode also this mandate will be generated. Are we all clear with this point? Nothing. For your exam, you can remember, sir, two new modes of payment, IMPS and UPI. Are we clear? Don't remember only these two. Remember all the 5 modes which are there. They can give you a 2 marks ka question. Everyone over here now. The next one. So crux is written over here. Read at home. The next one over here. Section number 49 2 May one amendment came. Sir, what is the amendment? They deleted the word or section number 43A. You know what happened? Section number 43A deleted from the act only. So when the section number 43A, which is deleted from the act only, their reference wherever it was there, no, it got deleted. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next one, nothing, no amendment at all. Then, sir, total bakwas amendment, TB. Whatever amendment is important, I'll always tell you. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next, sir, here they went ahead and told, tell me one thing. Baba, you have gone ahead and seen in your chart when you go ahead and see, when you go ahead and see in your chart, you will see over here, rule number 86A is there. This rule number 86A, for making any rule, the backing of the act has to be there. In the act, it was never told that you can restrict the credit like this. Commissioner can block the credit. It was in the act, it was never told. And hence, nothing. They changed the act and told, sir, we can give condition and restriction. Are we clear, everyone? This word and restriction added. GST Act never stated that credit in the e-credit ledger can be restricted. But restriction was introduced by the rule. Now, sir, how did you make the rule? How did you make the rule without backing of the act? And hence, in the act, they told we can give restrictions also. Okay. Anything important? Total bakwas. Can we go ahead, everyone? Next. Section number 49, 7, when you go ahead and read. Everyone listen. In the e-liability ledger, everyone, in the e-liability ledger, what was the amount that was debited in the e-liability ledger? Number 1, self-assessed tax. Number 2, any demand order wala amount, right? Number 3, interest. One more item was there, which was this C point. Are we clear? But C point is now deleted because section number 42 and 43, which is there. Section number 42 and 43 has been deleted. So section number 42, 43 and their related interest. Section number 50 is not deleted, but 50 talks about interest. So when section number 42 and 43 is deleted, so Bhavan, from the act only deleted. 42 and 43 is deleted from the act. So their reference over here also deleted. Sir, what kind of an amendment? TB. Can I go ahead, everyone? Next. Everyone over here. This is a good amendment which I will go ahead and explain you. Everyone listen to me very carefully. I have one statement, two registration. People, single state, separate registration. One state registered, another state registered. For an example, in my one registration, I have e-cash ledger mein money. Can I transfer to another registration? E-cash ledger se. I have in the e-cash ledger some money in one state. Can I transfer another state ka e-cash ledger of my distinct person ko money? My state mein, supposingly in my state, one registration I have e-cash ledger. That mein money is there. in my same state, one more e-cash ledger of another registration is there. Can I transfer? Baba, this is my distinct person, my own person only, right? Can I transfer from e-cash ledger? Government went ahead and told, okay, do it. Earlier it was not there. Now they went ahead and allowed it. Are we clear, everyone? What is it telling over here? It is telling, sir, supposingly I am two distinct person. Then you will have two e-cash ledger, one e-cash ledger, one e-cash ledger. In this e-cash ledger, money is there. This person needs money. Can you transfer to a distinct person? Allowed now. That's all. Use PMT09 and transfer. Same state distinct person allowed. Different state distinct person also allowed. Everyone over here. See, listen. It's telling, see, section number 4910 has to be read along with rule number 87. Section number 4910 has to be read with rule number 87. The same thing they went ahead and wrote in the rule also how it is. See, Act will tell you what can be done. Rule will tell you how it is to be done. And rule went ahead and told, yes, sir, you can transfer to the e-cash ledger of your distinct person. Just use PMT09. People, remember. Do you remember, everyone? PMT09, PMT09. You can go ahead and use. I'll go ahead and show you. Listen, listen. PM, you don't see all this thing. I'm just showing you this much. Okay, everyone? Now, PMT09, if you have to go ahead and transfer, then you can use your PMT09 to transfer to your own heads also. Yes or no? Now they have gone ahead and told. See over here, everyone. See, let's read. A registered person may on the common portal transfer the amount of tax, interest, penalty, fees or any other amount available in the e-cash ledger under this act to the e-credit ledger of IGST, etc. This was already there. Yes or no? But now they have told you can transfer, see, IGST, CGST to distinct person. Are we clear? And as specified in section number 4 or 25.5. Baba, do you remember 25.4 and 5? Same state, separate registration under my PAN, distinct person. One state my registration is there, another state registration is there, distinct person. And sir, in such form and manner as may be prescribed. Everyone over here. Now they have gone ahead and prescribed the manner over here. What will you go? How will you go ahead and do the transfer? Use GST PMT09. Everyone over here. Can I go ahead and tell you the crux of this story, everyone? Any amount of tax, interest, penalty or any other amount available in the CGST head in e-cash ledger can be transferred to CGST or IGST head of the e-cash ledger of distinct person and using form GST PMT09. Can we go, people? From my CGST head, I can transfer to my distinct person ka CGST or IGST. Okay. Then, sir, if my same change made in IGST Act also, and they told in IGST Act from IGST head you can transfer to CGST or IGST. Everyone, listen, listen, listen. My CGST head say I can transfer to the CGST head of the distinct person. I can transfer to the IGST head. Now, under IGST Act also amendment done, and they told from your IGST you can transfer to CGST or IGST of the front party. Now you will tell me, sir, from your SGST you can't transfer. Do one thing, no? Use PMT09. From your SGST first transfer to CGST and then transfer. See, they have allowed only CGST or IGST headset to be transferred to CGST or IGST. Now what will happen? Baba, cash ledger. In my cash ledger, if in my e-cash ledger, here some money is there. SGST mein some money is there. Can I first transfer from here to here? First I will transfer from here to here and then I'll transfer to my distinct person. Did you guys understand this point? Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone, did you guys get it? Yes or no? In my e-cash ledger, CGST head say I can transfer to distinct person ka CGST or IGST. In my e-cash ledger, if IGST mein money is there, I can transfer to CGST also and IGST also. Is my point clear? SGST say you can't transfer, but remember, SGST say first you can use PMT09, transfer it to CGST, and then you transfer. Is my point 100% clear to all? Everyone, let's go ahead. See over here, the same thing I have gone ahead and written in the chart also. If you see the amended chart now, registered person may transfer any tax, interest, penalty, fees or any other amount available in the e-cash ledger to e-cash ledger of CGST, IGST of a distinct person using form GST PMT09. We are learning the CGST Act, so I am telling CGST can be transferred. When you read IGST Act, same thing is told. IGST can also be transferred to CGST or IGST Act. But remember one thing, before helping others, help yourself. If you have any liability payable, First pay that, otherwise the transfer will not be allowed. It says any transfer will not be allowed if the registered person has any unpaid liability in his liability ledger. Everyone, the same thing is written over here. See, such transfer will not be allowed if the registered person has any unpaid liability. Are we 100% clear? This is a good amendment. Please be careful. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now, listen to me very carefully. Now, the next amendment over here, listen. This rule number 86B is there, no? This rule number 86B, this rule was made, but there was no act ka backing. Act never allowed it. Now they went ahead and made the change in the act and told act can go ahead and put such restriction that you can use e-credit ledger only. See, Baba, always it was told e-credit ledger you can use to pay your output tax liability. Was it ever told you can use only 99? Can you do some restriction? Now they went ahead and told in the act. That's all. In the act they went ahead and told. See, notwithstanding anything contained, the government may, on the recommendation of council, subject to such condition and restrictions, specify maximum proportion of output tax liability which may be discharged through e-credit ledger. Can you tell me how much can be discharged through e-credit ledger maximum? 99%. Where is it told? In the rule. Rule came long back. In the act, they have gone ahead and written now. Can I go ahead, everyone? And rule can be made only if it is told in the act, and hence they went ahead and amended the act. What kind of amendment, everyone? Total bakwas. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, next one. This amendment at intermediate level, I don't find it very relevant. But still, I will go ahead and tell you, everyone, because it's there. Okay, everyone? You want to listen? Once I will tell you. Okay, everyone? See, e-credit ledger, wherever e-credit ledger का 4B में amendment, where a registered person deposits the amount of erroneous refund sanctioned to him, okay, under 54.3 or under 96.3 in the contravention of rule 96. People, I'll tell you one thing. Baba, people, listen. Delete. Huh, ho, ho. Baba, first of all, to teach you, Rule 96, CA final you have to learn. 54.3, again CA final I have to teach. You don't learn this. It's okay. Delete. Done, everyone? Sir, you told in the regular class to delete. Done, everyone? Now listen. This is the most important part of the amendment. Section number 50, read with rule number 88B. I want you to take some breathe. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Okay, everyone? Some. Okay, drink some water and then we'll go ahead and do section number 50, read with rule number 88B. Interest on delayed payment of tax. Everyone listen to me very carefully. Whenever you go ahead and pay your taxes late, close the door. Everyone, whenever you go ahead and pay your taxes late, you are liable for a interest as per section number 50. Section number 50 has section number 51, 52 and 53 which is there. Now section number 53 used to go ahead and tell that whenever you have gone ahead and taken extra ITC, Baba, can you see over here? Any person who makes undue claim of ITC under 42, 43, Baba, section number 42, 43 all are deleted, and hence government went ahead and told this was total bakwas, and now government introduced 53 over here. Section number 50, subsection 3. We will learn about this along with rule number 88B. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now I will go ahead and read with you section number 53, read with rule number 88B. Now everyone over here, section number 50, when you go ahead and read, it says every person who is liable to pay tax in accordance with the provision of the act or rules made thereunder but fails to pay the tax to the government within the prescribed period. Baba, when are you required to pay the tax? Whenever you are filing your return. Whenever you are filing your return, you are liable to pay your taxes and pay the output minus input, remaining amount you paid to the government. Correct, everyone? Then shall, for the period the tax or any part remains unpaid, pay on his own interest at the rate of not exceeding 18% as may be notified. And government have gone ahead and notified how much? 18%. Can I go ahead, everyone? Then they are going ahead and telling, provided that the interest on tax payable in respect of supplies made during a period and declared in the return for that period. supplies of one period declared in the return of that period only. Then, but after the due date, then you have to go ahead and pay tax. Then, except when the return is furnished after the commencement of proceeding, shall be payable on the portion that is debited to the e-cash ledger. Means you have to go ahead and pay tax on the net tax liability or gross tax liability. Gross tax liability. I will go ahead and tell you this along with these rules which are there. I will go ahead and explain now. And sir, that is some analysis which I have gone ahead and written. That much only you have to understand. Listen, everyone over here. For an example, I will go ahead and tell you. For an example, in the month of April, I went ahead and did a sale of 10 lakh rupees. Okay, everyone, 10 lakh rupees ka sale. Now, here I went ahead and filed my GSTR 3B on 20th of May. I will go ahead and show that, sir, my gross liability is how much, everyone? 10 lakh pay. Supposingly 18% GST is there. The gross liability is 1.8 lakh. I will tell my input tax credit. Supposingly I have an input tax credit of 1 lakh for the month. How much will I go ahead and pay? People, first listen. How much will I go ahead and pay? 80,000. Is everyone clear with this point? And this is known as my net liability, which I go ahead and pay in cash. Is my point 100% clear to all? Now listen to me very carefully. Do I have to pay any interest if I go ahead and file my return for the month of April on 20th May? No. For an example, now I'll go ahead and change. Here interest will be payable. Is interest payable here? Sir, no interest. Why? Because you have gone ahead and filed the return on time. Now, for an example, if I go ahead and write in the next one, same question. Instead of going ahead and filing my return on 20th May, I did not file my return over here. I went ahead and filed my return, supposingly, instead of 20th May, I went ahead and filed my return here. GSTR 3B I did not file. I filed on 30th May. Can you tell me, everyone, if I file my return on 30th May, people listen first, then you can aram se copy. Everyone, first listen. Understanding is important. Your books you will not take in the exam, your brain you will take. Everyone here now. Now, sir, if I file my return on 30th May, I filed my return, did not file here. I filed my GSTR 3B for the month of April on 30th. How many days ka delay? Sir, how will you calculate? 30 minus 20, 10 days ka delay, correct? Are you liable to pay interest? Interest at the rate of how much? 18% on what amount? 1 lakh 80 or 80? Everyone listen to me very carefully now. Listen, listen, listen. Have you declared April month ka sale in April month ka return only? Yes or no? People, April month ka GSTR 3B you are filing, correct? April month ka sale you have declared in April month only and you have calculated the GST, correct? If you declare April month ka sale in April month only, so April month ka sale, April month ka ITC, what is the balance? 80,000. You are liable to pay interest only on 80,000. Remember one thing, everyone listen carefully. Listen carefully. You will be liable to pay interest only on 80,000 rupees. Are we all clear? It's just that same return, people. It's just that your return is filed late. Do you guys agree with me? Did you show this month ka sale in this month ka return? Yes. Did you take the ITC? Yes. This month ka sale shown in this month ka return. Then always remember, you will pay interest only on the net tax liability. Baba, this was April month ka sale only, on which the output tax liability is there. April month ka sale shown in April month ka return only. You will just be liable to pay interest on the net tax liability 80,000 into how many days delay? 10 divided by 365. Is my point clear to all? Can we go ahead, everyone? I have gone ahead and written this down in the example which is there in your amendment booklet. Everyone over here. Supplies made in April, declared in the return for the month of April only. It's just that you have gone ahead and filed the return late. But if you file the return on time, is there any interest? No. If you file the return late, then interest will come. There is no proceeding. Officer has not gone ahead and initiated any proceeding under section number 73 and 74, means officer has not done any demand order. Baba, 73 and 74 will come in CA final, but I'll tell you now, officer has not gone ahead and caught you and given you a demand order. Are we clear? No proceeding started. Then, Baba, you just have to pay the tax by on what amount interest? Whatever you are paying through your cash, that is the net tax liability. For what period, everyone? After the due date till the date of payment. Sir, for the period, you have to pay the interest for the period of delay in the filing of return beyond the due date. Is my point clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all 100% clear? Now I will tell you what people did. What people do is, this is normal. This is a good boy wala thing. 20th, you should have filed your return. You filed on 30th, 10 days ke liye you are paying interest. Government, I used your money. I will give you 10 days ka interest. Is my point clear? This month ka sale shown in this month ka return. Only return is late. Then return late filing ke liye, whatever return late ke liye, late fee. Late payment of tax no by 10 days. Interest of 10 days only. Is my point 100% clear? Now everyone listen. The next one over here. People, everyone over here. Supposingly, for the month of April, I am going ahead and having a sale of 10 lakh rupees in GST is 1.8 lakh. Everyone listen. When I file my return on 20th of May, GSTR 3B. Everyone, when I filed my return on 20th of May, sir, April month May, what is my liability? 1.8 lakh. You know what? GSTR 3B, when I was filing, I did not have any input tax credit. What will be my output tax liability? It means I have to pay in cash. So what I did over here, I showed my output tax liability nil and I paid GST nil and I filed my return. What will I do now? May month I know I will make a big purchase and I will get some credit. So when I'm filing May month ka return, no, I will go ahead and show May month ka return. When will I file? 20th of June. Output tax liability, this sale, no, I did not show in April. I showed it in next month. April month ka sale, I showed it in May month ka return. I'm telling sir, by mistake I forgot in April. I will show now. You showed output tax liability of 1.8 lakh. This is which month ka liability? April month ka liability. You know what? May month mein you got some input tax credit of 1 lakh rupees. Okay. So what did you do? You showed your sale late. This is April month ka sale. Input tax credit you took what? 1 lakh, which is of which month? Government is selling cash. Mein how much you paid? Now government is selling. You think we are a fool? Next month ka liability you are using for previous month ka sale. Arey, government is selling in this scenario. People, 1 minute. 1 minute. Huh. Everyone, what did government tell over here? April month ka sale. See, in the above one, what did I do? Nothing. Sir, it's just that the return is filed late. Yes, everyone? Late, I showed, this is April month ka sale only. This is credit till the month of April only. And hence, I will pay interest only on the net tax liability. But sir, next scenario, what did I do? April month ka sale, I showed it in the month of May and I used the credit of the month of May. Government is selling in this scenario, you delayed. In this scenario, government is going ahead and telling, in this scenario, you will be liable to pay interest on gross liability. You should have shown it by April and paid the tax. You are going in and showing it in May month ka return and paying the tax. What is the delay? 20th May you should have shown it. You are showing on 20th June on this whole 1.8 lakh, not on the net. Baba, this 1.8 lakh when government should have got. Now you tell me one thing. If I would have shown 1.8 lakh over here, government would have got his 1.8 lakh. You did not show over here. When did you show? Here. And you are telling I will use credit and pay net only. Okay, you pay net. But interest I want on what account? Gross. So here interest will be on 1.8 lakh into 18%. How many days delay? May mein how many days? 31 minus 20, 11 days. June mein how many days? 31 divided by 365. Is my point 100% clear to all? Can I go ahead, everyone? See, I have told over here. Again, see here. Supplies of the month of April. You declared in the return of the next period or any other period. This month ka sale. Declared in this month ka return only. Then you go ahead and pay. If return delayed, pay on net tax liability. Can I go ahead? This month ka sale, you showed in next month ka return or next to next month ka return, then you have to pay interest. Gross tax liability, that is starting from the day when the tax was due. When was this tax due? Here. But you went ahead and paid when? Till the date of when such tax is paid. This is not an amendment only. This was already there. Can I go ahead, everyone? Now, I will go ahead and tell you. Is my point clear till here? Can I go ahead, everyone? You know what, everyone? This also, this fourth one you can cut. This is over for you guys, not required. For CA final, I have taught this, but this point has come over here. Delete the fourth point. Everyone listen. Now listen, everyone here. April month ka one sale is there. I'll ask you. April month ka one sale is there. 10 lakh rupees ka sale. Everyone, GST how much? 1.8 lakh. When will you go ahead and show? 20th May. Are we clear? You should have shown your output tax liability 1.8 lakh, input tax credit, whatever is there, use and pay the remaining in cash. You know what? You did not show it only. You did not show it only. You thought, hey, who will show? Next month also no ITC. Next month also no ITC. One day officer caught you. Officer caught you. Hey, this 1.8 lakh a sale. Why didn't you show? When officer caught you, he told you to pay. Now you are telling, sir, I have my input tax credit and I'll pay the balance. Baba, remember, when you have to pay now, on what amount you will pay? Net or gross? Gross pay, you will be liable to pay interest. Remember one thing. You will remember, this month ka sale, shown in this month ka return, only return is delayed. Interest on net. This month ka sale, shown later month ka return mein, then gross. This month ka sale did not show. Officer caught you. Gross. Over, everyone. From when will interest be payable? The due date till the date you go ahead and pay. Are we all 100% clear? This point was, see here, supplies during April, you did not declare only, or declared might be you paid some tax less. Officer caught you, initiated the proceeding. You have to pay GST on gross. When was this amount due? 20th May. Officer caught you here and you paid here. Then, Baba, till here you have to pay interest at the rate of 18% on gross or net. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all 100% clear with this point? Can I go ahead? Sure, everyone? Clear? Chalo, now. Yo, 1 minute, everyone. Everyone over here, this was already there. Now the amendment part I want to teach you. Everyone listen to me very carefully. What is the amendment part? Amendment part is section number 53. What is section number 53 telling? See, these two also I taught you now only. I taught you already. Are we clear? Now I am going to teach you section number 53. It says, where the ITC has been wrongly availed and utilized, the registered person shall pay interest on such ITC wrongly availed and I availed and utilized. Sir, if I availed only, did not use it ever, no ITC, no interest. Are we clear? But I availed the ITC also and used it also, then interest on what? Whatever amount I utilized, on that I'll be liable to pay interest from the date of use till the date I pay it back. Yes or no? This you guys already know. Same thing. Everyone here, where the ITC has been wrongly availed and not or and used, the registered person shall pay interest on the ITC wrongly availed. What do you mean by availment? Availing it means filing your return and taking it in your e-credit ledger. Using it to pay your output tax liability is utilization, and when you use it, interest starts. See, I told government, when I availed it, I never used it, no? Your money was there with you only. It was just showing in my e-credit ledger. I never used it, sir. My mistake, I took it. But if you use it, from that day, interest will start. That's it, everyone. Can I go ahead? Now, can I show you one example? See, ITC wrongly availed. Baba, what do you mean by ITC wrongly availed? Do you remember ITC ka availing ka condition? Invoice should be there. Goods should be received. Amount should be appearing in GSTR to be. You should have. Tax should be paid to the government. Yes or no? Return should be filed. Now, any condition you violated and you took the credit, then that is ITC wrongly availed. Now, if you use it to pay your output tax liability, that is utilized. And when you utilize it, if you utilize it, then interest will be payable on the ITC wrongly availed and utilized at the rate of 18% from which day? Please remember, interest will be 18%. Please remember, interest will be 18. It is 24. Government can recommend. Maximum can be 24. But now government have told how much? 18. And please make this change over here in the chart. It should be 18%. Everyone, for your exam purpose, please be careful. It shall be always 18%. Can I go ahead, everyone? Everyone over here now. Sir, everyone over here. Sir, now, everyone, ITC availed. through the return. Amount came in your e-credit ledger. Never used it. Any interest? Nothing. Over. Now, again, one example. Everyone here. Everyone here. Output tax liability of a month is 10 lakh. People, output tax liability is how much? 10 lakh. I have taken, you know what? I went ahead and filed my GSTR 3B for 1 month. For the month of April, for an example, okay? I told my output tax liability is how much? 10 lakh. Input tax credit, actually, which I can go ahead and take is only 4 lakh. For an example, whatever input tax credit I can go ahead and I availed how much wrongly? 4 lakh I availed. I told government ko my ITC is 4 lakh and I used it also. How much I used wrongly? So Baba, tell me how much balance I paid. Utilized also 4 lakh. Net tax paid. How much is the balance I paid? 6 lakh. Can you tell me everyone? Interest will be payable on what? 4 lakh. I was just checking. You got it right now everyone. Interest will be payable on? From which day? From the date of utilization till the date you pay it back. Are we all clear? So supposingly, when I was filing my return, output tax liability 10 lakh, I went ahead and told government 4 lakh and I used it also. I told 4 lakh is my credit and I used it in the same return. How much did I pay? 6 lakh. Government is telling, hey, this 4 lakh which you utilized, availed and used also, you will be, supposingly, you paid back to the government here. Then from here to here, you will be liable to pay how much interest, everyone? 18% for the number of days. Did you guys understand it, everyone? Sure. Okay. Everyone over here. It says, for an example, my output tax liability 10 lakh. ITC wrongly availed 4 lakh. I did not use it. By mistake, I availed it. By mistake, I availed it, but I did not use it. You know, 10 lakh rupees I paid in cash. Then interest will not come. Nothing. Can I go ahead, everyone? Can I move to the next one? Everyone over here. One more example. You understood now? Simple. Nothing is there. Using government ka money, interest will come. You don't use it, no interest. Everyone here. My opening balance of the e-credit ledger supposingly is nil. I went ahead and availed how much credit? Wrongly. Wrong. Wrong. How much? 2 lakh. Correctly availed how much? How much is my e-credit ledger total? This month, how much is my e-credit ledger total? 12. My output tax liability is 8 lakh. First, out of which amount you will pay your output tax liability? Correct tax or wrong tax? Depends, nahi baba. Listen, my output tax liability is 8 lakh. ITC, which I have wrongly availed, government is telling we will always assume that you have paid your tax first through your correct tax. How much is the correct tax, everyone? 10 lakh, no? How much did you use? Correct, no? ITC utilized 8 lakh. Is it correct ITC or? Now, in the balance, 2 lakh is the good amount of ITC remaining and 2 lakh is the bad ITC. Did I use the bad ITC? Did I use? Do I have to pay any interest? No. Did you guys understand this? Everyone in the class? Over here. No, since the e-credit ledger balance has not fallen below the ITC, wrongly availed. How much is the wrongly availed? If your credit balance would have fallen below 2 lakh, that means you have used your wrong ITC. Did you guys get it, everyone? One more example. CA final students you have become. They also understood it so well. Here, everyone here. Now, sir, opening balance, nil. People became full juice. CA final. Everyone here, reality inter. Listen. ITC wrongly availed, 6 lakh. Bad boy. Correctly availed, 4 lakh. Balance now, 10 lakhs. Everyone listen. 8 lakh to be paid. What will you do first? 4 lakh from here. Remaining from here, how much? It means, did you utilize 4 lakh? Balance is how much? This is good ITC, bad. Bad boy wala ITC. Now tell me one thing. Did you utilize the bad ITC? How much? When did you use it? When you filed your return, you used it. Yes or no, everyone? E-credit ledger balance has fallen below the ITC wrongly availed. ITC is wrongly availed and utilized. Interest will come on 6 or 4? 4. Interest has to be paid on 4 lakh from the date of. Over, everyone. Doubt? Nothing. Okay. Clear till here? Everyone come here. Come up. See. This I will go ahead and read with you guys. You will understand now. You'll understand now? See. In case where interest is payable on the amount of ITC wrongly availed and utilized, means which is told where? Here. Here they have told no, as may be prescribed. Array, they are telling interest will be payable as may be prescribed. Array, this prescribed is nothing other than rule number 88B. In case where the interest, Baba, Act will always tell you what is to be done. Rules will tell you always how it is to be done. And we are learning the rule now. How? In case where the interest is payable on the amount of ITC wrongly availed and utilized in accordance with 53, and the interest is calculated, then what will happen? The interest will be calculated on what amount? ITC wrongly availed and from the period, from the date of utilization of such wrongly availed ITC till the date of reversal, means till the date you go ahead and add it in your output tax. Basically, you go ahead and reverse the credit. When you are filing your GST or 3B, you will say, this is the amount I am going ahead and reversing. Are we clear, everyone? And means you pay it back to the government. Or the payment, Baba, till you go ahead and reverse the credit, or payment of such tax. Actually, what happens, you can go ahead and pay it back to the government through your return. And there is one form which you learn in your CA final, DRC03, which you can use and you can pay. Supposing return is not, you are not filing any return now. You have to pay. You came to know today. You want to pay it today. Can't you pay it? You can pay using one form DRC03. So for your level, what? Whenever you pay it back, either through return or however, interest will be till you pay it back. Whenever you are paying it back through your return, then it is okay. If you want to pay in between the month when there is no return, then that form can be used. As of now, you don't have to remember, but did you understand the concept? On such amount, at such rate as may be notified, as of now, how much? Over. Now listen, what I told you just now. ITC wrongly availed. They will imagine that whatever ITC you wrongly availed, in the first example, how much you availed wrongly? You don't remember, no problem. Here. How much you wrongly availed? 2 lakh. It will be assumed that you have used it when? When the balance in the e-credit ledger falls below the amount of ITC wrongly availed. Are you guys able to understand? It will be assumed that you have utilized the credit. How much was the wrongly availed credit in the second case? 6 lakh. Hey, 6 lakh. Correct? Listen. How much was the ITC wrongly availed? 6 lakh. In your e-credit ledger balance, if it is 6 lakh, then it is not utilized. It became 2 lakh, means you have used how much? That is what is told in the law. They have complicated it. You are reading, you will think, oh, what is this? Here, see. They have not complicated. They have written right only. Your level now is complicated. ITC wrongly availed shall be construed to have been utilized when the balance in the e-credit ledger falls below the amount of ITC wrongly availed, and the extent of such utilization of ITC shall be the amount. What is the extent of utilization? The balance shall be the amount by which the balance in the e-credit ledger falls below the amount of ITC wrongly availed. How much is utilized? 6 lakh wrongly availed. People, 6 lakh wrongly availed. 4 lakh, 2 lakh is the balance. How much is utilized? Clear, everyone? 100% got it. Chalo, next. Everyone over here. Now, sir, which day they will think that I have used the credit? Which day? The date you go ahead and file the return. People, the date of utilization is what? The date of filing the? Yes or no? I filed the return 20th ki jagah. I filed the return on 16th. What is the date of utilization? 16. Instead of filing on 20th, I filed the return on 25th. 20th, when the due date of return was there. Everyone listen. The date of utilization of such credit shall be taken to be, everyone here. The date on which return is due. Return is due to be furnished, or the actual date of filing, whichever is earlier, if the balance of e-credit ledger falls below the ITC wrongly availed on account of payment of tax. Everyone over here, I have gone ahead and drafted one example. Everyone, April month ka due date is what? How much did you use here? Hey, how much did you use here? 6 lakh, 4 lakh. It will be assumed that this 4 lakh is utilized which date? 20th May. Or date of filing of return is also 20th May. Interest computation will start from 20th May till the date of payment. Over. 20th May. You filed the return on 16th. 16 May. Correct or not, everyone? You filed the return early. It means you used it early. So due date, interest will start from 16th. Can you tell me, in the month of May, how many days? 31 minus 16. 15 days. You got my point? Interest starts from the next day. Is my point clear? Sure. Can I go ahead? Next. Sir, interest starts from 6. I have to go ahead and file the return on 20th. I filed on 26th. 20th May. So 20th May say interest will start till the date of payment. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all 100% clear? Everyone over here now. Listen. The next one over here is, sir, it says the date of utilization of the credit shall be taken to be the date of debit in the e-credit ledger when the balance in the e-credit ledger falls below the amount of ITC wrongly availed in all other cases. What is all other cases? How do I explain? I'll tell you. Everyone listen. For an example. Okay, everyone here. Listen. How much is the ITC wrongly availed? 2 lakh, correct? ITC correctly availed? 10 lakh. For an example, proper officer gave you a demand order. Now, this is not return liability. This is not return liability. Officer told, hey, take this demand order, you have to pay me 5 lakh. This is not your output tax liability as per the return. You understanding, everyone? Above one was your output tax liability as per your return. Getting my point? Now, officer gave you on demand order 5 lakh rupees. Okay. How will you pay this 5 lakh? From first, this 5 lakh you paid? Correct or not? Baba, wrongly availed is 2 lakh. Is your e-credit ledger balance below 2 lakh? So have you utilized it? Is interest payable? No. Over? Now, officer gave you a demand of 11 lakh rupees. Baba, this is not return liability. Officer gave you a demand order. What did you do? 11 lakh you paid out of correctly availed ITC. 1 lakh rupees you used from here. 10 lakh here and 1 lakh from wrong credit. So can you tell me wrong credit remaining is 1 lakh. How much you utilized? 1 lakh. Correct or not? Which day you utilized? When demand order will come, e-liability ledger. Yes or no, everyone? In the e-liability ledger, that will be a debit. How much? 10, 11 lakh ka demand, right? First you paid through your credit. How much credit you used? Correct? Then you used 1 more lakh credit. Yes or no, everyone? The day this amount was used, everyone over here. See, yes, the e-credit ledger balance has fallen below. Interest will be payable on the day 1 lakh was debited from the e-credit ledger. Means this amount came out from the e-credit ledger and you used it to pay your liability the day it was used. Are we clear, everyone? I hope you guys got the point. I will go ahead. Everyone over here, this is the final crux of the story. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Can we go ahead, everyone? Now, over. That's it, everyone. Listen, here. Section number 50, read with rule number 88B. I've already explained you. Very, very important from exam point of view. Please be very careful about it. Okay, everyone? Now listen. One more small circular has come. Listen. Everyone, you know already. You know already. But you tell me. Utilization of amount available in the e-credit ledger and cash ledger for payment. Number one. People ask the question. You tell the answer. People ask this question to government. You reply. Whether payment of amount available in the e-credit ledger can be used for payment of any tax, only output tax liability. Reverse charge may, everyone listen, reverse charge may, if I have to pay tax, that is my inward tax liability. That is my inward tax liability. Can I pay that tax also through my ITC? You can pay only your, Baba, you can pay only your output tax liability. Are we clear, everyone? You will not see any self-assessed tax or any payable as a consequence of proceeding. Means any demand order amount also you can pay. But you can't pay your reverse charge liability using your e-credit ledger. Baba, e-credit ledger only can be used for output tax or any demand amount which has come. Can I go ahead, everyone? The next question. Whether the amount available in the e-credit ledger can be used for making payment of any liability other, Baba, e-credit ledger, can you go ahead and use to pay any liability? Can be used for making of any liability other than the tax under GST law. Means can you pay interest, penalty, late fee or any other amount? Baba, always remember the credit can be used for making payment of output tax only. It cannot be used for making payment of IPLO, interest, penalty, late fee or any other amount. Are we clear, everyone? Similarly, e-credit ledger cannot be used for making payment of erroneous refund sanctioned. But at this point, you don't have to remember. It's okay. At intermediate level, erroneous refund and all not required. Can I go ahead, everyone? Are we all clear till here? The next one over here. Ha ha ha. You answer. Whether the amount available in e-cash ledger can be used for making payment of any liability. E-cash ledger. What can you do with e-cash ledger? TDS, TCS, RCM liability, composition tax, interest, penalty, late fee, any other amount. Baba, e-cash ledger can be used for making payment of tax, interest, penalty, late fee, or any other amount. I'll go ahead. Baba, this is the amended chart which has also gone ahead and given below. Right, everyone? I'll go ahead and close my discussion on the amendments relating to payment of tax. Everyone over here, A plus graded chapter, 100% 6 marks. 100% 6 marks they will ask. Sir, what points to remember? PMT 09 wala point. How GST, how payment can be done? What are the various modes you can use for payment? Interest calculation wala point. You remember? Sir, rule number 86B and rule number 86A. Are we clear? And this manner of utilization, 100% out of these 6 points only, you will have your exam ka question. Right, everyone? Please see all the examples which I told you in your amendment booklet properly again. I'll close all my discussion on payment of taxes over here.